Our brain is the world's greatest computer, but far too often, investors rely on what they can see with their eyes instead of training their brains to recognize what's obvious but hidden in plain sight. Let me show you what I mean. Almost every one of us has seen the cartoon drawing of Wolverine, but why is it that so few people ever notice Wolverine's face? Do you see it? It's really just two Batmans kissing. Do you see it now? Okay, how about now? And here's the crazy part. Now that you've seen it, you won't be able to unsee it ever again. That's exactly what's happening with silver right now. While everyone is focused on or frustrated by price, too many silver stackers are missing what's right beneath the surface. It's been hiding in front of our eyes. While gold is breaking records almost daily, up 22% this year, and making all kind of noise, silver is just sitting there quiet, overlooked, disregarded, even discarded by some. And yet, it's still up a respectable 15% this year. But here's where it gets interesting. Platinum has taken off, up 20%, and is now giving gold a run for its money. And as strange as it sounds, I think that's exceptionally great news for silver. Why? Because when capital starts rotating into undervalued metals, silver is usually the last one standing, and often the one that runs the furthest. So in this video, I'm going to show you why platinum's breakout might be great for platinum holders, but possibly the best news silver investors have seen in years. And if you've been stacking and wondering when it's silver's turn, this is the video. Here's what most people are missing. The same reasons that spark platinum surge could be the exact forces that ignite silver next. And right now, those reasons outweigh any fear about economic slowdowns or reduced industrial demand. Before we dive into this stealth breakout, I've got a bonus for you. I'm going to also give you 7 investor lessons to sharpen your edge, boost your confidence, and upgrade your game. There's only one last thing I need to do before we get to that, and that is, what is good, Stackers University? It is so wonderful to have you here with me today. Let's just get right back into it. You ever feel like you're watching a pot boil that just refuses to boil? That's silver right now. Here's the thing. Just because it's not boiling doesn't mean the heat isn't rising. Right now, the world is distracted. Tech stocks, inflation headlines, tariffs, central bank drama. Meanwhile, silver might be quietly gearing up for the kind of breakout that only makes headlines after it's already doubled. If you've ever thought silver was boring, what platinum just did might be your warning shot, because it just popped over 10%, nearly $100 just last week. And stealth breakouts, they don't ask for permission, they just explode. Despite the movement in gold and platinum, silver is pacing itself, and that is actually a good thing. And here's why. When silver spikes fast and loud, that's usually the end of the bull run, not the beginning. And what follows that spike? Normally a crash. Last week, gold was up 4.5%, silver was up 3.7%, and that's just fine. All we really need is for silver to quietly and consistently keep pace with gold, because slow doesn't mean weak. It means winding up in this situation. And as stackers, we know that when silver moves, it catches up in a violent move. So what really caused platinum to spike? I mean, weren't we told prices would just stay weak because of declining car sales and a recession? Here's what wasn't anticipated. A 26% year over year jump in Chinese jewelry demand. And imports, they surged 47% in April alone. That caught the market sleeping. So lesson number 1 is the law of rotation. Capital doesn't disappear. It just moves from one asset to another. So when one asset like gold gets expensive, smart money doesn't sit on the sidelines. It rotates into what's next. The same thing happens with consumers. Gold jewelry got too pricey, you rotate to platinum. And platinum just became what's next. This is what we mean by capital rotation. It's not random, it's targeted. Investors and apparently consumers are hunting for value. And that brings us right back to silver. Don't get distracted by what's already moved. Smart investors track where the money's going, not where it's been. And right now, on a ratio basis, silver, along with platinum and even oil, are sitting at historic extremes compared to ratio. That's not noise, that's signal. Lesson number 2, undervalued doesn't mean broken. Just because silver hasn't moved doesn't mean it's broken. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the metal. More than likely, what's broken is your expectations or your timeline, because undervalued doesn't mean unworthy. It means there's an opportunity to stack while it's quiet and cheap, to accumulate more and more, to build a position before the story changes, especially in the asset no one's talking about yet. If you've been sitting on the sideline with silver, platinum's move might be your early warning, not your confirmation, but this is also where patience pays. As lesson 3 highlights, the stealth phase comes before the breakout. Let me be crystal clear. The biggest moves happen after the most boring seasons. Silver is in its stealth phase, quiet, overlooked, accumulated strip. You don't buy the boom, you buy the boredom. This is where conviction beats hype. The market doesn't reward followers, it rewards foresight, and silver rewards the silent and patient. Lesson number 4, price doesn't mean value. Just because gold costs more, it doesn't mean it's the best value. Price tells you what people are paying. Value tells you what it might become. And silver has one of the strongest cases for future value. Industrial use, monetary history, and emotional appeal all make it so. Lesson number 5, markets are emotional, not just rational. Most people don't invest based on data, they invest on the headlines. So don't confuse crowd excitement with intrinsic value. Silver may be quiet, but its utility hasn't changed. The story is just waiting for its moment. So again, be patient. Lesson number 6, always think in ratios. One of the smartest things investors can do is stop looking at individual prices and start thinking in ratio. The gold to silver, the gold to platinum ratios, they're telling you a story. Right now, they're saying silver is the last major metal without a rally. That's not weakness, it's a setup. It's preparing. When ratios whisper, smart money starts to listen. I want you to be that smart money. Lesson number 7, the power of narrative. Every asset rides on its own story. Gold is about safety in the presence of fear. Platinum is about the tech and scarcity. Silver? Silver is for the people, and later, the greedy. Now is the moment to zoom out. Too many retail investors get shaken out right before it gets good, but not us. At Stackers University, we don't chase price spikes, we study signals. Platinum just sent a signal. Gold got it started, and silver just chilling, silently storing up energy and giving us a spectacular opportunity. So, what's the game plan? It's simple. We keep stacking because your wealth is measured in ounces. We keep learning because that's the best investment you'll ever make. And we stay patient because we don't panic, we prepare. We sit tight and be right. Platinum gave us a beautiful signal, and there's still time to stack it. But the great news for silver stackers is we're next. The okay news is it's going to be a little while and it's probably going to require some patience. But patience is exactly where the best stacking opportunities hide. Platinum is already telling you that the capital is searching for value again. And if you're a believer in silver, then you already know how undervalued it really is. We're not just watching the metals, we're reading the signals. And now the only thing left to do is in the comments, what was the last silver purchase you made? Do you have any platinum? Why or why not? Or simply put an A+ in the comments if you received any value, want to support this channel, or want everyone to know that you always stack smarter and never stop learning.